Oh man, it's been a hell of a week. I nearly forgot about this. I was doing so much this week. I'll get into it, but bloody hell. It's just been one of them weeks where currently on the Thursday, today, I didn't even realize I completely forgot about the pot. I was doing so much. I think I need to slow down a bit and just learn to relax and chill. But I'm just so excited for the future and seeing what's coming. Man. Anyway, hello you. You're right. Hopefully you enjoyed that last one with Marco. And yeah, I know I'm going to say it again. And this is speaking to Marco specifically. I'm really sorry, dude. I talked over you. And how bad was my voice? When I was editing that one and looking through it, I was going, oh my God. You sound like crap. But I guess that's what lack of sleep does to you. Hey, it's been a long week. Hopefully you've enjoyed the mix that came out yesterday as well. That was working on that for such a long time. There's so many different techniques and blah 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 that I did. Like including acapellas as first time I've used acapellas in a mix. I only found out about acapellas. Sorry, only not found out about them. Found out how to use them in a certain way and match them with certain songs about a week ago. And then a week later, I've already put them in mixes. It's not ideally where I want them to go, but hopefully you enjoyed. If you do, let me know because I think that mix was really, really good. The recording it just felt great. There'll be another deep house, underground house, G house one coming, and that's what I'm going to use to put forward to other people to go, hey, look, you should employ me as a DJ because I can mix like this. So hopefully a lot of it is you can see what I'm doing, but I think if you're just looking at the screen, you're just like, he's just twisting knobs and that should be my new album name. No, he's just twisting knobs and putting things in certain places, and that's it. And there's a lot of stuff that goes to DJing behind the scenes that is awesome. And sorry for the camera shaking. That's because I'm dancing about my room whilst I'm mixing. But a lot of the time, if you watch, 70% of the time, a lot of it is going on in your head. Right, I'm playing this song. The next song's queued up. Okay, is it in the right beat? Is it in the right BPM? Is it in the right key? Is it in the right position? Where do I want to mix in? Where's the chorus of the current track? Okay, do I want to mix it in the verse or the chorus? What effects do I want to have in? How many volumes? What filter do I want to apply to it? And there's so many things that are happening at one time. So I understand why people look at us and go, yeah, you lot are not doing anything. You're just standing on stage, just pushing buttons, which is kind of true. But you can say the same about PC gaming. You know, there's a lot of skill that goes into it, but it's kind of if you DJ slash game, then you understand. Oh wow, that was really hard and really incredible to do. But because a lot of people don't, and I get it, man. I'd love to take this on the road. I'd love to get a van, get some DJ equipment, and go around schools and just teach people how to DJ and go into primary schools. Just go, look, this is an option that you've never considered before. You like music, right? And then pick specific songs that they can listen to. Mixing in Mary Had Little Lamb with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and just going, oh man, I'm sick. No, but that would be something I'd love to do. We're looking at other career options, but for that, I'm going to keep quiet. If anybody wants any more information, what I'm thinking, let me know. I'm looking at exploring more of Europe as well. There's just been so much that's going on recently. I've got back into learning Gujarati again, and the resources aren't the best on YouTube, but I do know a lot of the stuff, but some of the resources are just downright wrong, and also a lot of the stuff that we say doesn't work. Doesn't work. The other way go, no, that's not how it does. And so you'd think, aside from a base point and learning, is actually better than what I'm doing because I've got a background, and we have our own slang and our own, even to other Gujaratis, we have our own like village slang, which is kind of annoying because I realised that we only speak it within our communities. And also that Indians are just, the accent, even to me, is hilarious. Because most of the Indians I interact with in my family and stuff have been in the UK for at least like 20, 30 years. They've got kids that grow up and I speak to them in English. And to everyone I pretty much speak, apart from the very, very elderly, like people that are like 75, 80 plus, you speak to in English, you know? So And the ones that do speak, especially people that are like my parents' age that have come from India, for example, they have, how do I say this? Their accent has been changed because they've been in the UK for so long. Like I remember I was last on the 2 podcasts ago, I was telling you about the Chilean guy and his process, which was really, really cool. And it's the same thing here. It was like they actually downplay the accent and they're a lot more monotone because Indians, because when you speak Hindi and blah blah blah, and when other languages from India, they are very up and down, and then they go one way and the other. And that's so one, for example, one word that I didn't know existed until I moved to London, and I met some Indian people from India, is the word years, which means years. So from even my Indian family will say years. But in India they say years, which is brilliantly funny in my opinion. But little things like that, there's a difference. But I'm getting back into learning Gujarati, and there's Gujarati. Then I'm doing French as well, so kind of just practicing up on that. And then hopefully, if I book it this weekend, I will be off to France. So if anybody's interested, I'll be in Paris. I'm really looking forward to that. I've only ever been Paris once with my family when I was like 4, which doesn't count. But now I've got a couple of friends I met traveling there. Now I've got a festival that hopefully I want to go to, because oh man, this is going to be the season of festivals this year. But why not? Why not do it? I think it'll come to a certain age where I won't go. I think where I'll just feel like because the problem is you go to a club. A lot of people, I think a lot of you around my age anyway. The problem is when you go to a club and you look at some people like, nah, you don't look like you've entered puberty, let alone passed your driving license, let alone get into this club. You should leave. And I'm getting to that age at the moment now, where I'm looking at people going, this is not acceptable for you to be in here. But the truth is, I'm just getting older, and I don't feel old. I mean, I was having a discussion with one of my friends recently. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. I feel like I'm just getting started. Like in just a lot of parts of my life, I'm just getting, this is just the beginning. This is going onwards and upwards, and like I can't wait to see what the future holds. I know I'm doing mixing and stuff here, and I'm doing YouTube stuff, and I'm doing stuff on my Instagram and blah blah blah. And it's amazing. I don't know if I've told you about the San Holo story, but I don't know if I'm going to recap anyway. So I met I was at San Holo's concert. And I think it was brilliant. No, I did explain it because I was like, I can't remember what the hell is everybody saying. But again, it was about the story. The moral of the story is I wrote on the wall. Somebody was there. I said, hey, I'm coming from the UK. I really want to see Han Solo. Anybody wants to come meet me? And these 2 people decided, yeah, sure, why not? So I met them. They were great. One of them was going rampage, so I actually met him in the bathrooms. Going, oh hey man, how you doing? And it was brilliant because both of us went, yeah, this is not gonna happen. Like not in a bad way, or we both like, yeah, we'll both meet each other, but it was kind of like a undertone of, yeah, we're not gonna meet each other, but if we see each other, we're gonna say hey and have a good time, you know. But just put yourself out there, man. It's hard at times. It's really like this holiday was stressful at times, and for me, I need my chance to recharge and interact with people, and sometimes go out the way and go the extra mile, and push myself. But I need my time to just have my time to myself. Sit there with normally it's with my headphones on, listen to a podcast I want to listen to, just chill out. And the problem is with traveling, I don't feel like any spot is home. The only time I feel home is when I can shut the door and have nobody come and speak to me. Even like, so in a hostel, it was brilliant. At times I had the whole 2 beds to myself. It was like a 4-bedroom mixed hostel. I had 1 bed to myself. It was brilliant. But I didn't get a proper sleep. Literally I came back and I was like, I just want to go to bed. Because even on the last night, I had to get up at 5 a.m. So I was trying to make noise and not disturb people. But they came back at 2 a.m. I knew because I'd got there about 10 o'clock, 10, 11, something later. Because I got there slightly, sorry, it's about 10, 11 o'clock. Because I got there early, I could see that neither of them made their bed. So they just kind of like scrambled in. They were kind of drunk. I didn't really get to talk to them because it's too early in the morning. I had to leave by the time I got my train and everything. But I just remember going there going, oh, this is gonna be a lot. And my bags were heavy. I had two, like a handheld one. I think, well, I won't be able to show you, but a normal bag, I want to say a 35, 50 litre, basically the maximum size that you can get through on an airplane, which is so nice, so nice. But then because I wanted to take the podcast gear, and also just because I didn't want to cram everything in, I took a little like gym bag kind of thing as well, and that was normally was round my side, round my waist. And then I bought a coat. I bought two hoodies and stuff like that because I was so used to traveling through Asia and through hot climates that I forgot how cold it was going to be. And for some reason, I thought it would be warmer than the UK, so I only packed one jacket. Big mistake. So if anybody's going traveling, make sure to pack extra stuff because you'll need it. Things about learning French and learning Spanish. I think I was reading about it recently, and Gujarati and France have a lot. Especially Spanish have a lot of commonalities. Like for example, the word 10 in Gujarati is das, in French is dix, and in French is in Spanish is dice. So I was thinking that the other day. I was like, there's a lot of similarities, isn't there? And then got to speak to my friend who speaks Punjabi as well, who speaks Punjabi and Spanish, and he goes, no, there is a lot as well. Very interesting. But it's just been so much I've been learning. So I've got another couple of things coming, another couple of things in the pipeline, but just at the moment, I'm looking after Tortoise again. Don't really look after him too much, but now I've got to go feed him and take him outside and blah, blah, blah. Man, honestly, don't get a tortoise as a pet. I genuinely think they're kind of rubbish. They're not bad, but they're kind of grumpy motherfuckers, you know? I think there's better pets to have. There's a reason why people go for cats or dogs, for example. I get it. They're so awesome and lively and bubbly, and it depends on your personality, which one you like, in my opinion. And don't really have one way or the other. I used to be a dog person. Now it's kind of animals are cool. So yeah, Tortoise. Like for example, he walks in, he just looks at you, but he doesn't not like he can say anything. But it's the looks he gives you, which is, what do you want? He looks at me and goes, what do you want? And I'm here to feed you. Oh, and then he's all nice and he comes over and he knows what time it is. Like when it comes to feeding him, and I try to feed him as much as twice a day, but I put out a nice bit of kale, spinach in the morning. He's not interested. He goes, no, where's my pellets? Give him pellets. So you got to wait and give him all the pellets. And then he starts eating. Then he comes out running and, what do you want? Oh, I got food. Okay, cool. I'm friends with you now. But even then he kind of gets the food and goes, now, why are you still here? Why are you going to watch me eat? And he's only 3. Imagine what it's like was going to be a teenager. Oh, my Lord. This is going to be... God, he's going to be something else. But yeah, just going back to mixing, there's something that you'll hear a lot more of on this channel regards to mixing. I think a couple of them will blow up eventually. I'm hoping. I'm just going to keep putting them out and keep having... There's so many ideas that I remember when I went traveling... to around the world, I was in the taxi, I remember, in Indonesia, and I was going from my friend's house to a place just to stay for a night, just to kind of, because he didn't have a place for me to stay that night, and just to get myself together, because I've realised that travelling as well, especially since I didn't spend a lot of time in each place, you can't afford to have a day just to chill, and that's so important when you go, just to have a day of, okay, recover from the jet lag, recover from all the things you've seen and all the things you've done, and just chill and have your own space and your own time. Not to do anything, not to move anywhere, just to be. For me, that was super important. But I forgot where I was going with this now. Yeah, maybe I'm getting there at the moment where I'm just so excited to do so much. I'm just kind of like a dog that's wagging its tail, and you've given it like 5 different bones. I'm going, oh, which one should I have? And especially working on a load of side projects, a load of projects for my career as well, hopefully, that will come to fruition relatively soon. That'll be really, really good fun, because I'm not sure where my future is. There's a couple of opportunities I've been offered as well, to work with 100% LCFC, so I'm really, really looking forward to some of the stuff I'm doing there. Potentially a new show. So I've been working with some of the people, and potentially it will be different to the Monday show that I jump on. But I realised I do talk a bit too much at times. It's best to just not want to say ignore it, but take your time, slow down your speak, and just, even at the moment, like, my brain is going at 5,000 miles per hour, and there's so much I want to do even this evening, and I've got to go to my grandma's, get some shopping done, XYZ, and just, I'm more busy now than I was working, because what I'm doing is I'm getting a load of jobs done that A, when I wasn't home, I wouldn't been able to do, and B, there's a lot of things that I'm doing that I haven't been able to do being away from home, you know. So it's going well. There is, I don't know where this channel is going, to be honest. It's just going to be a bit of a mash of everything. But I think I've said before, I don't see the point at the moment in getting separate channels for the podcast, separate channels for the mixes, and then whatever stuff I want to do as well in the future. Because it doesn't make any sense to me to have 4 or 5 different channels with 4 or 5 different things on. And also got to look at a way to, another thing to add to the list is another way to promote this and get the information out there. So again, working and learning how to edit. That's one thing I had to do yesterday as well, learn how to edit with Sony Vegas as well, paint.net, learning how to, so all of the, this current wallpaper was done, and the same with the last one with the 3 Canadians, and with my brain's going blank. Not because I want it to go blank, because oh my god, there's so much running around at the moment. And the one with Marco. So as you can see from the last one, I made them all, and I love it. I love working for myself. I love just kind of putting ideas out there and sealing them in time in a different way. And I feel like this podcast is all over the place at the moment. And I do apologize, but hopefully there'll be more guests on relatively soon, because I love doing it with people. I really, really do, because you can just bounce energy off each other, and you kind of bounce conversations and ideas. And there were plenty more opportunities to meet people and have conversations when I was in the Netherlands and with friends that I met. And I didn't have my equipment, and B, it just didn't feel right to do it then, if that makes sense. Because as much as I enjoy it, I need to have this, and then I have my private life, and they're like just conversations where it's not on the microphone, and we're just chilling and relaxing, and I can say more of what I want. Because I try to be as open and honest as I can, but at the end of the day, as long as you understand, there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do with this that could affect my employability in the potential future. So anything that I can do to try and reduce that would be wise. Oh man, it's been my brain is running like a hamster on a treadmill, and the hamster is tired. Hamster on a treadmill? You mean hamster on a wheel? But yeah, I'm really glad to be back. Really glad to be working on some stuff. Some guests that are coming. Fingers crossed. No promises. It may just be me for a bit. There's a couple of mixes I'm working on. If you want to check out last week's mix, just click on the YouTube channel, and it shall be a drum and bass mix that I absolutely adore at the moment. It's really, really getting into it and getting different ideas onto paper, onto technology, and then out there. It's really beautiful. Anyway, I shall end this here. Thank you so much for listening and putting up my stupid voice once again. And I'll speak to you all in the next video. Bye bye.